Hello, good evening traders. We'll start as we usually do. This is the 2nd of August and the evening analysis the night before. I thought we were going to shoot for the weekly highs around 23.30 level, but not until Thursday, until the MPC. So we're currently in supply, which was also a high volume node from June. So I was currently short overnight and still open to shorts and longs. H4 is in an uptrend, but daily and above is in a downtrend. Keep in mind we may edge towards 23.30, but I expect we'll collect some liquidity in our range first. So DXY and H4 supply. This should translate to down on GU. That should be demand actually, H4 demand. We'll play it by ear. We're also in daily demand. I'm expecting DXY to continue up soon. That was the night before. So in the morning, it was sideways consolidation overnight. It's quite a tough one to call, I thought. I was still short overnight. On one hand, we're on supply in this kind of area. And demand on DXY. This calls for a short bias. Okay, so that was my kind of bias for the day. But on the other hand, we're close to some weekly equal highs, which I think will be maybe tapped into this week, possibly on Thursday, or on NFP day on Friday. We've broken a daily trend line and we're in an H4 uptrend. So I'm going to play this both ways. I think we're going to collect liquidity for the MPC move on Thursday, so hopefully just some volatility around highs and lows, and watch the key levels obviously. So that was my short, which ended up closing pretty early in the morning. And then that was my main idea for the day, was, you know, try and get short if you can down to this high volume area from earlier in June. DXY in a compression in a demand zone, so we're expecting a move up and down on GU. News wise, it was just jolts really in the afternoon that was of any significance. So we get to the charts. I wake up at 5, so I'm looking at the charts from 6, and I'm noticing Asia range low. Potentially getting a buy scalp from there. So this was pretty early before any calls, and then about 6:17 we had like liquidity grab. So if we just look in the order flow, we ended up having a 14.0 in this candle. Okay, we kind of danced around the Asia low and then had a firm move up, and then a retest of that 14.0. So I got long there, and I took up to the weekly POC. Unfortunately, we were talking about a down move for the day, right? I just cashed in a long, and I wasn't really thinking about reversing short immediately. And I was also a bit skeptical of the POC for the week. Because it's only just this week, it's only Tuesday, right? Normally I've only just started using POC as a key level, so I was a bit skeptical of short in here, even though we had a short bias. It turned out to be a bad idea because it did drop like a rock. If you were gonna short here, I think, yeah, so you'd be better off probably using this structure level, the same one from the previous trade, and getting in the low volume retest, so this move right here, and then shorting. So you can see very low volume, just kind of lining up underneath the imbalance. So that was a bit of a missed opportunity, but you know, is what it is. I ended up scalping long stupidly from the daily pivot, taking break even. It was, you know, a bit of a nonsense trade. I shouldn't have taken it. and then we go all the way down here. So a bit unfortunate. I guess I wasn't used to taking trades from the weekly POC, but you know, it's a good 50 pip drop. So you know, every day's a school day, and I need to watch out for that a little bit more. And then we end up in this situation in H1 demand, and we're just accumulating basically. So I end up getting long just before this the spring in the accumulation. On order flow, this was probably the ideal. You had 0.17 and 0.11, so confirmation 1, and then up in a retest. That would have been this point right here. Yeah, waiting. That would have been a lot more smart. Waiting for the displacement and retest. I ended up just getting in early because I was very confident this was an accumulation for a move up, based on Dixie, which was hitting support or resistance rather, an H4 structure. So I expected a move down here. Just, you know, based on experience. So we got a good move up, and it was like 27 pips, you know, about 5R. So got a couple of 5R trades under the belt. And I was kind of done. You know, I'd made enough on my prop account to stop trading for the day, but I ended up, because I had a long bias now, based on DXY hitting supply zones, I ended up getting long on the retest around here. There was some absorption on the footprint, so I got long, and I just rode it to this high, so it was only 20 pips, but another like 6R, so around 15R for the day. So it was alright. After that I just stopped completely because that was enough. A bit of a tricky day, but the opportunities are always there every single day. This one was the one that I kind of regret not getting. I think I'd like mentally just dismissed this POC because I've only just started using them as key levels. But regardless, that was a good trade if anyone got it here in the retest. Probably the most obvious place to get it after the displacement and break a structure. But that's it. That was it for the day. Managed to pass prop account 24k on a 300k account, so not too bad. Definitely some opportunities to go long and short today, but we'll see what the rest of the week brings, and I wish you a good evening. Cheers.